Hey guys, how you doing? It's Mr. Case here, 3rd and 4th grade special education teacher over at Lincoln, and we're about to go over day 8 of the math work for the NTI packets. So, day 8 worksheet's going to look like this. You got a little bit of vocabulary work, and on the back side you got some math work. Since I do work with most of my students do get readers, I'm going to go through. I'll read the questions for this side of the packet. Just a little helpful notes. Machine Shang also put these notes in to the packet. They're very helpful, and I highly recommend using them while doing your worksheet. So with that being said, let's get through the vocabulary first. So here's your options on the words. Or your vocab. You have minutes, hours, grams, kilograms, liters, milliliters, centimeters, and kilometers. And like I said, if you actually go to this paper here, it talks about all of those different units of measurement. So here I'm going to read the sentence, and you're going to put the word that belongs with that sentence, like which one you would use to measure out that specific activity. So like number 1, the amount of time it takes to brush your teeth. Once again, you're just going to put which one would be the best one to use to measure that out. Number 2 is the amount of soda in a can. Number 3 is the length of a piece of paper. Number 4 is the amount of time it takes to watch a movie. 5, the weight of an apple. 6, the amount of water in a bathtub. 7, the distance to the grocery store. Or 8, the weight of a pony. So like I said, if you go to the notes page here, it will give you a lot of help, because it'll talk about metric, which is used around the world, except for here in America, and then the customary, which is what we use here in America. But it goes over liquid volume, so kind of talks about fluid ounces, cups, pints, quarts, gallons. That's in the customary, and then the metric would be like 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters, or 1 kiloliter equals 1,000 liters. Kind of gives you different conversions too. It also talks about mass and weight, talking about grams and kilograms, milligrams. And it also talks about the pound, ounces, 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. And it also talks about time, which talks about how many seconds are in a minute, how many minutes are in an hour, how many hours are in a day, so on and so forth. And even goes into days in a week, days in a year, how many weeks are in a year, so on and so forth. But it also gives us a neat little chart at the bottom. Kind of tells you how the metric conversion. So you look at middle, then numbers get smaller because the units are larger. So like if we're talking, the U stands for the unit of measurement. So if I plugged in the, say we'll do liquid volume, and I put in a liter, so the L would be in the middle, just regular liter. If I'm going down, the numbers get smaller because the units are larger. So that would be like if I had liter here, I go over this way, say there's 1,000 liters. If I go over this way down to the K, where it's kiloliter, 1,000 liters, or that's 1 kiloliter, which equals 1,000 liters. And I'll have another video on just unit conversions as well, because this is something students have seen in like 3rd grade, but haven't talked about much this year. So we will cover that. So this was the first part of that worksheet for day 8. Now the back is the measurement conversion. Sorry. So you're going to complete each conversion chart, and Miss Xing Sheng has actually gone through and told you at the top what you need to do. So like multiply by 8. So we'll do this first box together. So multiply by 8. So, which also she gives the conversion rules on the back of that note sheet as well. That's what helps with this. So 1 cup, and we'll multiply the 3 right here by 8. Now she'll also tell you when you need to divide. So you got divide here for number 32. So you're just going to divide 32 by 8. So at the top here, let's go back to the top. So 8 times 3, like I said, we'll do this one together. 8 times 3 is 24. So I'm going to plug 24 in my box right there. So go ahead. Let's go down that next row. The one where it says 32 and divide. So 32 divided by 8, well, that's going to equal 4. And so now I need to multiply 8 and 11. So 11 times 8 is going to equal 88. So that's how my first chart should look. So that's kind of a freebie for you guys to kind of just have something to base off of, to go off of. I mean, just go to the next one. It says multiply by 1,000. You do that, and like I said, the Xing Sheng even writes out when you need to divide. So it's I think this is very simple to go through and do. I think it's just doing the actual math work, which is going to be the confusing part for some students. But that is day 8's work. Like I said, I'll have a video up later kind of going over rules of conversion, like for like measurement conversions. So keep an eye out for that. I think it'll be helpful. And that is it for day 8. So I will see you guys in the next video. I'll have that up shortly. Keep being safe out there, guys.